Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to make oatmeal cookies, and I would like to make two different flavors. One with cranberries and another one with some chocolate chips and orange zest. The orange zest I have bought in a European grocery store. If you cannot find it anywhere in your local stores, then you can order it online when you look for it. For those of you who like that orange flavor in there. Or you can have another variation of putting some raisins with chocolate chips or cranberries, dates and chocolate chips, and even protein powder to it and make your own protein bars. After gym, grab one on your way home and you'll be satisfied. Much healthier than the ones bought in stores. Oatmeal cookies today. Welcome to my kitchen and thank you for watching. Oatmeal cookies. I will need 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour plus 1 heaping tablespoon of cornstarch flour or potato starch flour, 2 sticks of butter which equals to 1 cup, 1 3/4 of oats, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 eggs plus an egg yolk, 1½ cups of brown sugar, additionally 1 cup of cranberries and 1 cup of chocolate chips mixed with some orange zest. You can also put vanilla extract. And this is what I need for those cookies today. What I want to start with is butter and sugar. I have cold butter that I cut in smaller pieces. And the sugar. If I use warm butter, it will be more like sauce or icing. And I am making a creamy texture. After about 4 minutes, I will add 1 egg at a time. And when you see the texture going on the sides, take a break and scrape it down. You want all of it to be mixed really well. So the scraping on the sides helps to mix it all evenly. I can see some patches of a darker color, which means the brown sugar wasn't incorporated very well with the butter. So I will mix it one more time for extra minute. I want all of it to be the same exact light color. And as you can see, I don't see any patches of darker colors, meaning brown sugar. Everything is mixed well, nice, creamy, same smooth, light brown color everywhere. Okay, and now time to add the flour, and I have a pinch of salt in there, plus 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Just give it a stir. And gently mix all in. Just want to fold the flour in. With those cookies, it's better to use it in slow motions. You do not want to over mix it. That's why I'm not using the machine anymore. Just gently fold in the flour and those oats in. Okay, my dough is ready and I want to divide it in half so I can put cranberries in one and then the other one chocolate chips and that orange zest. I might not have mentioned when I had my flour with the salt and baking soda, I also had that 1 tablespoon of cornstarch in. If not cornstarch, that potato starch. That helps the dough and the cookie on the end to be more fluffy and keep together nicer, not be so crumbly to fall apart. So in one, I will add the chocolate chip and orange, and the other one cranberries. And once I mix that, I like to chill. Put it in the fridge for a few minutes, at least 10 minutes before I bake them. And usually when I divide the dough, I like to have about 30 grams for each cookie. So that is one, and the other one, I mean, you could add walnuts in or pecans in additionally. It is up to you guys what you prefer, but one dough and so many possibilities. Okay, I'll mix, and now in the fridge for at least 10-15 minutes. I will see. So the orange zest that I have looks like that, and that's actually from Poland. And it says that this is the skin of an orange. It's caramelized, so it's sweet and soft. And that's how it looks like. Maybe I can open it for you and show you. If you can't find it anywhere by you, you can buy it online. So if it comes to measuring the cookie, usually I try to get it about 2 tablespoons, heaping tablespoons, which should be around 35 grams. And once I have it, I like to have them weighted so they are the same, so they cook evenly. Otherwise, the bigger ones will be undercooked and the smaller ones will be overcooked. And again, everybody has different taste buds. If you don't like to have too many cranberries, put less. You can always play a little bit with the recipe. Or maybe you want to substitute some of the cranberries with walnuts or pecans. Also, when the dough is chilled, it is easier to shape it. It doesn't stick to your hands that much. Each cookie dough is about 35 grams. And once I divided the dough, I flatten it a little bit, as you can see. And this is how those look like before cooking. Okay, oven is preheated to 350 and those are ready to go in. Finally, it's time to bake them. And I have about 16 pieces of those with chocolate and orange. And now 350 for about 11 minutes. But always check a minute before. If you see the crust getting brownish, it might be 10 minutes. Usually it takes 11, but even 1 minute matters. Okay, time to take them out. And now the other kind with cranberries. Since my oven is already nice and hot, why not use it? So again, 350 and 9 minutes at first, check, and then maybe a minute or 2 more. The chocolate chip getting cooled off. Cannot wait because they smell so good. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Couple more minutes and my cranberry cookies will be ready as well. Okay, and I'm going to take those out. And these are the ones with cranberries. And these are the ones with cranberries. I won't be able to touch them for a while because they are very delicate. So once they cool off, I can break one in half and show it to you up close. And these are done, ready to eat. So I will, I actually did break one and tried it already. So I will just come closer to show you, but I couldn't wait. Lots of sweet cranberries. And it's really soft. I'm sure going to enjoy them right now. Again, thank you for watching. Guilty pleasure. I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups, so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups. But I want you to pay attention to one thing, so take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups. All around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here. My scale, so it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0. If you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in. And it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back. It comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups. All of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, it's light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much, much more heavier. It's much, much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.